Wait, what's Metalstorm? It's a truly free-to-play game. Engage in live 5v5 air combat with friends and other real players across the world. Collect and upgrade the world's most advanced and legendary jets and dominate the skies. Available on both PC and mobile devices. Join for free today and conquer the skies. Only on Metalstorm. The Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-19, NATO named Farmer, is a Soviet second-generation, single-seat, twin-jet fighter aircraft. It was the Soviet production aircraft capable of supersonic speeds and level flight, comparable to the Century Series fighter, which was the North American F-100 Super Sabre. Although the MiG-19 primarily fought against the more modern McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom IIs and Republic F-105 Thunder Chiefs over North Vietnam. In 1950, the MiG Design Bureau began work on a new fighter aircraft intended to have greater range than the existing MiG-15 and MiG-17 aircraft. Also, they wanted it to be capable of reaching supersonic speeds and level flight. MiG chose to use two of the new Mikulan AM-5 axial jet engines, a scaled-down version of the AM-3 that powered the Tupolev Tu-16 bomber. While the SM-1 was a useful testbed, its performance was less than expected. Even after the reworked afterburner of the AM-5F, it still generated inadequate thrust. So the Design Bureau developed a new engine to replace it, the AM-9B, later redesignated to the Tumansky RD-9. First flying in this form on January 5th of 1954, the performance impressed the Soviet authorities, and it was ordered into production as the MiG-19 on February 17, 1954, despite the fact that the factory testing had only just started. The rush to get the MiG-19 into service resulted in initial production aircraft having a number of serious problems. The type suffered from a number of in-flight explosions, eventually traced to poor insulation between the aircraft's engine and fuel tanks in the rear fuselage. Overheating of these tanks could cause a fuel explosion. This eventually was partly solved by fitting a metal shield between the engines and the tanks. Now, the aircraft's elevators proved ineffective at supersonic speeds, and a all-moving slab tail was tested by the second and third SM-9 prototypes. Later it included in major production type the MiG-19S, which also featured an improved armament. For supersonic flight, the wings were swept back at an angle of 55 degrees and had a single wing fence on each side. Unusually, there was a T-tail fitted. Armament also included Noodleman N-37 37mm cannons located on the leading edge of the aircraft's wings, near their wing roots. The guns had been moved compared to those in the MiG-15 and MiG-17 to avoid ingestion of gun blast gases causing surging of the aircraft's engines. Also with the new engines came increased performance, but it was also found to have handling problems, particularly in high angles of attack, where the aircraft was prone to spinning. To solve these problems, the aircraft's horizontal tail was lowered, deepening the wing fences, with modifications causing the aircraft to be redesigned. Developers inside of the video game did a wonderful job capturing the spirit of the MiG-19 Farmer. With potentially hazardous, self-harming engines if kept to the firewall for too long, and Beam Rider missiles, which actually complement history and its improved radar of the MiG-19. As with most planes inside the game, energy management is probably the biggest key. Staying low and fighting your fight is the best key to win. That does it for the very first Wings of Metalstorm. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, blue skies and happy hunting.